Namaste, beautiful friends. Welcome to our practice. And JNY, how grateful are we to be on this sacred earth. Take a moment to settle into the earth of your body. Let the breath be liquid love flowing through your veins, seeping into every cell, awakening the light within you. Just for this hour, drop the judgments, the expectations, the plans, the past, the future, the questions, and the answers. Let's just be. Deepening the breath here as you tune in. Allow this moment to be enough. Allow the truth that speaks from within you to be heard. The truth that you are enough. Together, prayer hands to heart center. Setting an intention for your practice or sending out a prayer from this centered space. Completing our centering, open your eyes, smile, start to draw the breath in big, taking your hands and arms apart, and exhaling the hands back together. Again, very expansive breath in and out with the movement. Breathe and open. Bless me. Bless you. Let's do a few more here. Reaching the heart forward as the arms come back. And then melting the shoulder blades as they meet again. Last time, really shine. And return to the heart. Beautiful. Bring the knees up. extend the right leg for a moment, holding the left in, and vice versa. Just walking sage pose here. Keeping the spine tall. Let's land the feet together in bound angle and begin with some big, beautiful belly rolls. Really play into the spine, shoulders. Move your head and neck around. A warm-up we see frequently here in our membership. You'll see it frequently in my classes, and I highly recommend you play with it frequently in your own practice throughout your day. Maybe take some time to play with the arms, just moving from your seat intuitively. Like nature moves, intuitively. And finishing with a needed chest hug here. And a nice forward fold. Just melt with prana, with the breath, with your life force. Beautiful. And we'll make a transition here. Bring a folded blanket doubled up, unless you find that's too much. We're going to do a supported back bend here, placing the blanket not quite at the middle back, a little higher, just below the shoulder blades. And then basically integration pose here with the knees bent, feet rooted, hip width or a little wider. And experiment with cactus arms. Bent 90 degrees, elbows the height of the shoulders. And of course, always gently engaging Jalandhara Bandha, which is that alignment in the upper neck, dropping the chin slightly towards the chest and drawing it back. Perhaps add the movement here. Some super slow windshield wipers. It's a delightful day for this recording. We've had so much rain. The deck is still wet. You'll see through the video that I'm getting spots of water on me, and I'm being gently rained upon, not from the sky, but from our magnificent oak tree over me. When the wind blows, I get some raindrops. So take your time to roll onto your side, come up slowly. Unfold the blanket back to the seating arrangement, and we're going to put the pelvis belly down on the blanket. And at first we're just going to rest here, lying on the belly over the blanket, feeling that the hips, low belly are supported with just that gentle lift. Let the breath guide ease into the large leg muscles, into your strong back. And begin to play with the movement. Wiggle the hips a bit side to side, then bend the knees. And take the lower legs in circles. That's still going to create some rocking of the hips. Go the other direction a few times. And then rest again for a breath. Before pulling the arms back, leaving the forehead on the ground, get your arms set in this wide, almost those cactus arms again, but the fingertips are on the ground, as you can see here. Elbows and hands about in line with the shoulders. And we're going to gently peel ourselves up through a modified upward dog, leading with the middle back, the back of the heart, letting the head stay dropped until we're tall, then looking up, leading with the front of the heart on the way back down. So this expansive heart theme. See how I'm rolling up here? And then leading with the heart on the way down, forehead all the way to the mat. Take your time. Inhale that, lift up, get as tall as you can. Press the tops of the feet down, kind of lifting the legs off the ground slightly. And continue. Do as many of these as you like, maybe holding one for a few breaths. And then lowering back down to rest. Sink into the surrender from that active engagement. We can learn to let go. Our movement, a reflection of stillness. Slide the hands back under the shoulders, arms at your sides, prepping for cobra. But first, press in the hands alternately and just rock forward, back and forth on your forehead like you see me doing here, rather side to side. Then prep for cobra, rolling shoulders back. Nestle the elbows, upper arms in at your sides. Anchor the tops of the feet, engage the legs. When you're ready, begin to come up into cobra, but just hanging out here is really nice too. Pressing your hands down and forward to bring the shoulders back. Open the heart space. Slow lift into cobra just for a moment. Keep the elbows halfway bent. And press up a little more so you can press into your knees and come up to table pose. Beautiful. Try the supported child's pose release with the blanket shifted up under the forearms. Just melting the shoulders open a bit more. Relaxing the tailbone towards the earth. Feeling that gentle rounding in the lower back. The love into the legs, the belly, and the chest. Can you expand your heart to include all parts of yourself? Begin to play with the physical realm of the heart a little more, propping up on the fingertips, lifting the shoulders, and walking over to one side of your mat for a side bend. Stay propped on the fingertips, but drop your head. And if you need to slide that blanket back under your head for comfort, take care of yourself in that way. Notice where the body calls to open as we practice. Transitioning slowly to the other side, spending a few sacred breaths here. Enjoying this sacred time together, truly. It is an honor to share the path of yoga with you. So if you're watching and moving with me, I really dig that. Let's come back to a seated position, extending the left leg out to the side, rocking a little forward and back. And then reaching up with the right arm, take a side bend left over that long leg, reaching the left hand towards the foot, maybe gently pressing to the inside of the left lower leg to roll the right rib cage open. Turn your chin into that upper shoulder. Keep the right hip sinking down, expanding through the side of the heart here. Inhale, tall. Reach the left arm to grab the right elbow, dropping the right hand behind your head, down even into the space between the shoulder blades. For a tricep stretch here, drawing both arms kind of back, keeping the spine tall, but hugging the front ribs in. And release, twisting right across the left arm to the right knee. Wrapping the right lower arm behind your back. So the back of the right hand is over the left hip as much as possible. It's hard to see here, but you're reaching for that left hip with the right hand behind your back. Little twisty turny here. Unwind and take your time to switch your seat. Left leg hugs in, right leg extends, roll the shoulders, and reach the left arm up, taking that side bend right. Deepen a bit on the breath. Taking the left ribs back, and then sitting tall, grab the left elbow with the right hand, dropping the left hand behind your head, behind your neck, reaching down between the shoulder blades, elbow to the sky. Take that frame of this arm position with both arms, take it back, chin down, head even pressing into the arms, and then unwind for that seated twist. Now here you can, maybe for a moment you could see my left fingertips reaching for my right hip. So you're really opening that left shoulder. Expanding the breath in your seated twist. Take your time to unwind. Hug it all back in, and we'll close our centering and warm-ups here with a few more belly rolls. or any movement that calls to you, any movement that feels good. Pausing for a moment, the hands at the heart, to close your gentle practice for now, or join us moving forward into the working phase. All right, it warmed up out here on the deck, so taking my top off. Those of you that know me well are not surprised by this at all. So come to table pose. Wheel the hips a little side to side, and then play with walking the legs back a few times on each side. Then still the back body, the lower body, and walk the arms out one at a time. Pay attention to the alignment, landing the hands under the shoulders, wrists really. And then, if you like, alternate leg and arm. Good. Nice neutral spine. Inhaling as you extend, exhaling as you transition. And then to release, walk the hands forward to the corners of your mat. Drop your forehead, keep the hips in the sky for puppy stretch. Nice. And then take a twist here. Bring the right arm through, bringing that hand outside your left knee, turning your head to look left. Keep the back long, keep the hips tall. Other side, you're keeping that extended arm strong, like a downward dog arm. Expansive heart, expansive breath. And coming back here, walk the hands back, drop the tailbone down to child's pose for a moment. Beautiful. You can stay there or lift your head and bring the hips up for downward dog. You always have options. You always have choices in your practice. And you know what? Everything in our practice reflects life. We always have choices. We always have options. In every moment, I plead with you. I was looking for the words. Plead with you to honor yourself. Good. Back to table pose. We're going to do a 2-breath cycle here. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Going back almost to child's pose. Drop the elbows. Inhale, slinking through a little reverse chaturanga. Exhale, back to neutral spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat, rounding back almost through child's pose. Drop the elbows. Inhale, look up. Cow back as you slide the heart between the hands and press it up. Exhale, back to neutral spine. So watch what's happening there. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Hips back, elbows down. Look up, arch the spine and slink through. Keep those elbows at your sides. Press up, reverse chaturanga. Neutral spine on that second out breath. Again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Don't forget to reset in that neutral spine. Breathe in, arch. Breathe out, round and travel back. Breathe in, drop the elbows. Lift your head, heart between your hands. Press up. Exhale, neutral spine. Beautiful. Turn the toes under, downward dog. Or that choice of child's pose. Perhaps the middle. Go to puppy stretch, if you like. Hold it a little longer. Pulsing a little bit through the heart. Nice. Drop to the knees. That's a lot of work there, but it's a nice setup for sun salutations. So bringing your tall blocks in, lunge forward with the left leg, and just take a moment here to work with that lunge and the half split. Remember, as you travel forward and back with the pelvis, don't hyperextend the knee past the ankle, and don't over straighten the leg. Always keep a good bend in the knee, even as you're traveling back. Turn the back toes under and prop up. Try it from the tall lunge, keeping the toes turned forward and squaring off the hips as best you can. Beautiful. Bend in the front knee. Let's step the back foot forward a bit. Prepping for Warrior One. Turn the heel in and down. Rise up strong, cactus arms as you circle back. And then hands to the heart. Expansive breath, what we started with early in our centering. Really draw back from the shoulder blades, draw back. Nice. And let's hold for a breath here. Shine. Oh, I wish you could feel that gorgeous sun flooding in to heart center. Imagine it for yourself. Beautiful. Releasing back to the blocks. Back to the low knee. Turn the blocks flat on the right side. And take a little low lunge twist up to the left. If you want, wrap the left arm behind your back. Turn a little more through the heart. Breathe with ease. You got it. Now, just for fun, you see what I did there? I bent the grounded knee and reached for it just to see how it would feel. For me today, that wasn't going to be an option, but it was a good prep. Some days I could reach right back and hold that leg. So to come out from that first side, both blocks flat, hands on the blocks, lean the pelvis forward, pressing in the top of the feet, supported upward dog. Now don't just let the belly hang. Strong in the arms, draw the heart forward, strong in the legs, and then release to supported child's pose on the blocks. Dropping the head and finding a little more space in the shoulders. I know we're doing a lot here. You can always pause the video if things get moving too fast. Let's bring the right foot forward. Do your lunge and your half split play here. Let it be that always. Let it be play. Especially if struggle emerges. Joy shuts the ego right down. Good. Turn the back toes under. Try that tall lunge and that wide pyramid back and forth. Nice neutral spine, nice square hips. Step the back foot in a little. Spin that heel in and down. Sweeping up to your Warrior One. Big expansive arms. Hands through heart center. And flow with the breath again here. Maybe take the arms straight out to the side and straight forward. Change the movement if you like. Creativity is always a choice in your life, as well. Beautiful. And find your way back down to the blocks. A release will be to the left knee. Drop the left block. Planting that hand, reach up through the right for a twist. Wrapping the right arm behind your back if you like, or keeping it extended. Mindfully squaring the hips off. And maybe think about bending the left knee a little more, reaching for the foot, even if it doesn't connect. You tried. Set it back down. Slide the right foot back. And once more, releasing to that supported child's pose. If that's too much on the shoulders, lose the blocks. And if you wanted to try something different, slide the blocks out to the side at shoulder height. Rest your head down. Roll the shoulders forward to the ears and back towards the hips. Rotating there a moment. Round up the spine. Bring the blocks in front of you. Come forward a bit, turn the feet under, and if it's available to your body today, a little squat here, supported, the hands on the blocks. Maybe play a little side to side, maybe bring the forearms to the blocks, and hang out in the squat for a moment. We're going to come right to our forward fold. Releasing here, blocks over to your left side. Walk your forward fold. You can also keep the blocks and then take a big breath in and up. Go back bend if you like. Fold again through bent knees, soft hips. And a little forward fold twist. So right hand to the left lower leg or ankle. Coming up tall to come out. Exhale back down. And maybe take a block to the right side, same thing. The left hand connects to the lower leg or ankle, right hand could be on the block. Keep the lower body your traditional fold, but taking the upper body to the right. Nice. Coming up and out. With that sun breath, land in mountain pose, hands at the heart. Just breathe. Lovely. Let's step to the middle of our mat. Take the arms out wide. Take the feet out wide. A little fun playing side to side through the arms. Reaching up. Bring yourself to eagle arms, squatting. Lovely. And then start circling. Big sweeping circles. Hear that sound in the background. It's acorns falling from our trees, hitting our neighbor's deck. Now hang out at one side, the side of the underarm in your eagles here. Then come to the center. Awesome. Start to bring yourself back up. Feet turn forward again. Lean back a little if you like. And release that five-pointed star. Roll the shoulders. Cat-cow a little bit here. And then extend the arms. We could do the whole thing again on the other side. Little wave action, little play. Reach up. Eagle arms, opposite arm comes underneath. Turn the feet out. Sink down through goddess and circle the other direction. 3 big sweeping circles, maybe squatting down more, maybe staying up taller. Use the whole torso. Now go ahead and hang to the side of the underarm. Squatting deeper. And shift it through to center. Let your head hang. Squat even more. Maybe take the seat really far back. Oh yeah. Start to release it out, turning the feet forward, rounding up the spine, reaching out of eagle arms to that 5-pointed star. Sparkle. Shake your head, wiggle your fingers and toes. Shimmy. Turn the toes in and sweep the hips around a few times in each direction. Setting up for triangle from here. So turn left toes out, right toes in slightly, square the hips, and then lengthen the side body. Shift a little forward and then back. Start soft. Just bring the left hand down to the left shin. Reach up. If you want, you can deepen your triangle, but I like staying soft here. Then turn towards the left leg. Turn the back foot forward and scoot it up for pyramid. Over that left leg. Turning out of pyramid back to center, just a little sway side to side. Use your blocks. Find an easy forward fold. Wide leg. Nice. Take the time to come up. Prep for triangle on the other side. Right toes turn out, left toes turn in. Square hips. Extend the arms. Extend the side body and hinge. Trikonasana. Remember not to be too tight in that glute area. Float the seat bones back. So then take your time to shift to pyramid. Folding over the front leg, keeping the knee a little bent should those hamstrings be super tight. Yummy, yummy. Stepping out into a forward fold at the top of the mat here. Half lift. And then rising up. Exhale to the heart. And here's an option. Listen to your knees. Hug the legs together. Slowly descend into a toe balance. The blocks are there if you want to use them for support or keep your hands at heart center. But notice my shoulders are over my hips. This is a big balance pose and a big strength pose. So leave it out if you like. Or see how low you can go. If you are in this pose, you can reach forward, lean back, and roll out of it. Or find a less silly way to come down to the ground. Meet us in bound angle. Turn the head a little side to side. Coming into our wind down phase of the practice. Beautiful. So, we'll extend the left leg, bring the right knee in nice and tight, and hold here for a moment in sage pose. Really setting your foundation. That left leg extends, the foot flexes, you feel the earth there. Right knee's tucked in tight, right foot grounding down. Tall spine, draw the chin back. Then really try to keep this structure as we do our next move. I'm going to turn over your left leg. Bring the right shoulder in front of the right knee, inside the right knee. And see here how I'm just creating that frame, that expansive heart frame, and leaning away from the right leg a little, but don't let that right knee go out to the side. If it's then possible to start folding over the left leg, maybe reaching for the shin, the foot, the ankle, bowing forward, keeping that right knee bent in tall. That's it. Switch sides. Don't lose your breath. Really anchor the left foot down, extend the right. Sit bones sinking into the ground. Beautiful. Hug that left in maybe a little more. And see how I'm leaning a bit forward, left elbow inside the left knee, or left shoulder, excuse me. I'm turning away from the bent leg. Now I should be keeping my left butt cheek on the ground a little more. I can see it here in the voiceover. And stay grounded there, but reach forward if you want for that extended leg. Keep on breathing. Keep on believing. Take your time to come out. And here we go for some shoulder opening, big heart expansion, prepping for an inverted table. So you see there how I rounded the arms back, plant the hands, lift in the chest, create a little back bend here first like so. Hands and feet are a little wider than usual. Try it with that wider stance. Now stay there or lift the hips, leveling the body out. See how this is inverted table? Shoulders over wrists, knees over heels, over ankles. Strong back. Inflate the belly and then release it down. Woo, legs extend, Dandasana, staff pose. Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Chill out. I love this practice so much. I love the way yoga has deepened my self-love, my body image, my courage to be me, to follow my own wisdom, to embrace my own unique journey. Just when I think I'm going to get sick of it and, oh, yoga, what more does it have to teach me? It deepens all those core lessons again. Just practice and it will show up for you, I promise. And at whatever level, doesn't matter. Coming out of that forward fold finishing, let's come back to integration pose, knees bent, cactus arms. Walk the feet in close to the sit bones. And just melt here for a moment. Maybe turning the head to one side for a few breaths. Stretch the neck. Then to the other. How's that heart feeling? Heart can always heal. From here, scoot the hips right. Take a nice, slow recline twist with the legs to the left. You can keep this upper body positioning, or if you don't like it, just stretch the arms out instead of having the elbows bent. Keep the chin center or turn it right. Maybe deepening by bringing the right foot over the left knee. and pressing the right knee out just a bit so it makes it what we call a pigeon twist. Now there's a lot happening here, so if your body reacts with strong information, your body says no thanks, you listen and you release. Take your time to release the pigeon if you did take it. Stack the knees, spend a few more breaths. And then mindfully unwinding hips to center for a moment, and then shifting the hips over to the left. When you're ready, I'm clearly taking my time. There we go. Shift the hips left, drop the knees right. Just engage. In the way that it's most comfortable, most nurturing for you. You can stay right here or add on. Stacking, bringing the left foot over the right knee. You might need to wiggle that bottom leg under a bit, and then leaning the left knee open. Turning the head to the other side is an option. Breath is your guide. And take your time to unwind. Oh, shift back to center, knees to chest. A little circling here, mixing it all together. As we move into these finishing poses and into Savasana, it's about integration. It's about weaving your practice into the fabric of your being. It moves with you off the mat. Maybe play a little with the knees alternately. Finding one last finishing pose. My choice is Happy Baby, but maybe it's something different for you today. Whatever final movements you need or want before your relaxation. And take your time to transition. One I'm going to suggest, the position I'm going to suggest for Savasana today is reclined bound angle. So as you can see here, I'm putting the blanket under my middle back, soft blanket. Arms extended, and then propping my knees up on the blocks, coming into the bound angle. A few deep breaths as you settle in. Imagine this mighty oak here with me. Imagine that over you. Imagine the still, nourishing waters of this lake with me, under me. Being there, supporting you. Let the breath soften, let the body melt more into the pose. And I'd like to share a Gaelic blessing. It's one of my favorite prayers, poems. Deep peace of the running wave to you. Deep peace of the flowing air to you. Deep peace of the quiet earth to you. Deep peace of the shining stars to you. Deep peace of the gentle night to you. Moon and stars pour their beaming light on you. Deep peace of Christ, the light of the world, to you. A different embodiment, image, symbol of love resonates for you. Bring that word in instead of Christ. I believe Christ, Buddha, Allah, all names for God are the same. They're simply the name for love. As are you. As you continue to breathe and simply be, remember what you let go of coming into your practice. Remember, I said just for this hour. But perhaps you continue this deep presence, this deep peace, this deep trust in yourself, in life, in love. Perhaps you continue this into the rest of your day, week, month, year, lifetime. Begin to move mindfully, maybe sweeping the hands overhead, stretching the legs out, expanding the self. You are infinite. And patiently, lovingly coming onto your side for a few breaths. Loving yourself just a little more. Begin to slowly press up through seated. And find a way to close your practice. Calls to your heart. JNY, thank you, Mother Nature, Supreme Goddess. I bow to the light within you. Namaste. 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 Peace on.